enjoyed it maybe, I don't know.
Growing up, I didn't admit my inner turmoil to anyone, even Tara.
I didn't know you had a problem until there was one day in particular that Dad took you, me and Alison aside and decided to do homework.
Oh really?
Spot check, and we all just went, that was it. But you got picked on first, and
that took forever.
and you were just and he was having a Barney at the table, and then you were just simply saying, I can't read it, I don't know what it says. And then he picked up a bottle of something, I don't know what the bottle was, and he showed you the label. He said, read that label. And you went, I can't.
Right,
and then he went, Barmy, and I think I just ran then. I was like, oh, I got away with it. We left you do it.
Oh, thanks very much. Yeah, nice.
And after that, Dad went to school, had said whatever was said. That was the last I've heard about it, I suppose.
My parents knew there was a problem, but they didn't know what dyslexia was, and my illiteracy was never picked up by my school. Although schools are getting better, there are still plenty of people who, like me, have slipped through the net. So I'm heading to Manchester to meet university student Jenny. Despite being severely dyslexic, she's midway through her final exams of a business degree.
Hello, how are you? Nice to meet you.
Jenny.
Friend.
Thank you. So how are you getting on?
Good, how are you?
Grand. Cup of tea wouldn't go astray if you don't mind.
No, yeah, of course, I'm a good.
Jenny's an A-grade student in her practical modules, but has always struggled with written assignments, a mystery that's only recently been explained.
Recently now then, you've been assessed with dyslexia.
Yeah, last week.
How comes it only happened now?
I've been asking myself that question quite a lot recently.
Yeah.
I was completely unaware of it, but I knew that I was a bit different. I knew I couldn't do it as easy as other people. I got to a point in college where I just kind of thought, this is ridiculous. Right. You know, I'm working really hard to do this, and my mate will do an essay in her lunchtime and still get a higher grade than me.
Right.
And I think that's when I kind of realised, you know...
There's got to be something up.
There's got to be something a bit wrong.
And in your assessment, what did they do?
Oh, just...
Because I'm truthful, I'm afraid of it, right?
Yeah.
Because I just don't know what I actually want to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I know I can't read and write, but I don't want to be called dumb either.
I completely agree. When I was so nervous, I started to panic.
Really? See, I would too. I think I'll panic.
I panicked. What if I'm not dyslexic?
Yeah.
What if I'm just not academic?
Unaware she had a learning difficulty, Jenny's lived under a cloud of failure since her private school education.
It was definitely harder going to a school where they expected a certain level of...
Well, that's the elite as such.
Yeah, exactly, and I definitely didn't feel like the elite. I felt a massive amount of pressure due to this. You know, my parents paying a fortune for my private school. So when I didn't end up doing as well as I should have, all my mates were doing, I felt that I was letting especially my dad down.
Forking out all this money.
Yeah.
And you're just seem to be spunking it away.
Yeah, exactly.
Although Jenny's story is very different to mine, I recognise her feelings of failure.
It makes me feel angry, you know what I mean?
Yeah, angry, frustrated,
Right.
So disappointed in myself, thinking like, why can I not, do this? I think I hid it really well. Even though, at home I would work longer on my homework because it would take me longer to read, there was never ever a complete issue with me not doing it. I didn't want to be different on that level, even though I was.
The school, do you think they let you down?
Yeah.
You do? So you'd kind of cast blame?
If I'd known I had it when I was younger, I could have completely almost overcome it. And, to where I am now, still struggling to read and write, and at 22, it's a really strange feeling, knowing that it could have all been different. It
could have changed your world 100%. But at the same time, you're such a determined woman. I definitely know I don't have the strength to knuckle down like you. I'm not a strong person in that respect. To knuckle down, learn, study, read. You should credit yourself way more than perhaps you think you should.
Jenny's brought me to a library to show me the extent of her daily battle.
I've just lost my virginity today. It's my first time in a library.
It's been quite an achievement for her to get this far without help, but she doesn't find it easy.
Coming to a library and not being able to get a book out like majority of people can do just makes me go from here to here. and I kind of feel that because I can't do that as well as other people, I'm probably not intelligent. It does make me doubt my ability of what I can do.
Right, what are you looking for?
Okay, so I'm looking for one of the books to do my exam next week. Now, obviously, as I'm not exactly fantastic at the alphabet, this is probably one of my biggest challenges. But we're looking for B. We'll find B first, and it should be in B.
Demonstrate your English.
I don't know what that means. Around here, maybe. No.
In fairness, for me, I would never in a million years come in and just look for a book.
No.
See that information desk? I was straight over there going, here. Have you ever gone and asked somebody?
I normally, I feel embarrassed to ask somebody where, like, you know, where is it? And they'll be like, well, it's after this, obviously. And I'm like, that's kind of, a bit embarrassing.
Help is available for dyslexic students. They're entitled to use a laptop and other specialist aids throughout their studies. But with just 3 exams left, it may be too late for Jenny.
If I fail because of this, because of dyslexia, if all I've worked towards all my life has just come to this moment, these exams, I think it would just be absolutely devastating. If I had the option of having a word processor in my exam and had the extra time, I just know that I could go from having 50% to a first. It would make what was in here so much better, and I'm just worried that it's too late.
Clearly, Jenny is very worried about her situation going into these exams. She has a clear fear of walking this road and this path. It's a horrible position to be in. I do feel for her.
At American Express, we go above and beyond to make the impossible possible 24/7. We've personally delivered replacement cards, found doctors who speak your language, tracked down lost wedding dresses, delivered 3-star dining under 1 million stars. We've even returned a loved one home. Impossible. It's 2 letters too long. American Express. Realise the potential.
Nivea Daily Essentials Day Cream. Skin loves moisture, and the deeper it gets, the better. That's why our improved day cream with Hydra IQ moisturizes even the deeper layers of your skin. Nivea Day Cream, the perfect way to deeply moisturize skin from the Daily Essentials range. Also from Nivea, new Express Hydration Primer, the must-have moisturizer that also primes in an instant. So your makeup stays put, even if you don't. New Nivea Express Hydration Primer.
YouView is the new way to watch your favourite TV subscription-free. Scroll back through the past 7 days of catch-up TV in one simple guide. Or just search YouView for the programmes you love. You can even pause, rewind and record. Subscription-free TV from YouView. Extraordinary TV for everyone.
Put the glow into winter skin with a foundation that captures light. New Lumi Magique from L'Oreal. Infused with liquid light technology, skin radiates luminosity. Looks dewy, fresh, as if lit from within. You say adored. The one, 10 out of 10. New Lumi Magique from L'Oreal Paris.
It's trying to kill me.
You get a good look at it.
He was wearing a face, a human face.
What is that?
Texas Chainsaw. Retailers from Wednesday.
Feeling a bit woolly-headed? Mucus makes the congestion worse. Try Sudafed Mucus Relief Tablets. They ease the swelling in your nasal passages and help to reduce the amount of mucus you produce. For a clearer head, try Sudafed. You can also target the woolliness directly with Sudafed Mucus Relief Nasal Spray. Relieves mucus congestion in minutes.
I call it the man chair. It's got total world infotainment connectivity,
Nice.
360-degree viewing capabilities.
Oh, yeah.
And this is my favourite bit. Welcome to the food zone.
Ding dong.
A smoky Cajun sauce, succulent chicken breast, cheese and a hash brown. The KFC Cajun Boxmaster, packed with everything man needs.
That's my tennis racket.
Ah, yeah, but look, It serves you food.
I love winter. The novelty of numb fingers. Clothes more water than fabric. Gale force makeovers. The wind that blows you backwards. Tidal waves from errant cars and cold air that takes your breath away. All forgotten.
With a groom who knows exactly what he wants.
I'm not a groomzilla. I just think I'll know best.
Can MC Harvey and Martin Kemp turn this big day into so solid gold?
Our decision's final.
Or will it be just so-so? Brand new Celebrity Wedding Planner, 10 o'clock Friday on Channel 5. Catch the first episode anytime on Demand 5.
I'm Shane Lynch, and I'd like to discover if I'm dyslexic. All I know is that I can't read or write. I've spent most of my life finding ways to hide my illiteracy. But by doing this program, I want to show it's not something we should be ashamed of.
It took a while to get there, to be exposed in that respect, but I'm successful now. And I guess it took me to be successful to be able to say such things.
I was just 17 when I was thrust into the public eye, and with millions of people watching my every move, my fear of exposure increased.
I've done my best to not allow it to affect me, but it clearly has. I know I've been affected as a kid. I know I've been affected standing in the lineup with boys on, where they're doing their auto cue. I can't do that. I know I've been affected in many, many ways from it.
Would you mind announcing the number? Because it means an awful lot and it'll make more and more people donate to children in need. So.
Usually 2 members of the band would take the auto cue. If there was a request for all 5, then I've rehearsed it many times, had the script from the TV company, and I've looked at it and done my best to get it right.
I just go online, I just press the red button. It doesn't really matter what you do, we just need you to do your bit.
I stuttered, and that stutter felt like a lifetime of stillness in the world of TV. I was only a stutter on a word. It was horrible, horrible. Hated every second of it.
Despite my own personal battles, joining the band has brought me huge success, and I wouldn't change it for the world. But my life could have been very different. For some people, their dyslexia has led them down a very different road. Today, I've come to Rochester Young Offenders Prison to see where the serious cases end up. Kerry-Ann oversees a scheme run by the Shannon Trust, where illiterate prisoners are taught by their peers.
So what is it you actually do here?
Okay, we run a scheme. It's called Toe by Toe. It's the
Toe by Toe?
Yep. It's a reading programme for those that haven't had the opportunity to learn.
A staggering 40% of prisoners are said to be dyslexic, 4 times more than the general population.
So I guess ultimately why do this? What is the benefit of the course?
To be able to get a job opportunity when released, you need to be able to read and write. It's a basic skill, so hopefully the lads that have come through the programme have achieved to be able to read, and they've got a better opportunity to be able to get a job.
Do you think that's happening?
Yes, we know it's happening.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
I've come to meet one dyslexic lad on the scheme, Phil, and his learning mentor, Mark.
Shane. Nice to see you. Shane.
Phil.
Right, nice to meet you. So in the morning, when you wake up, what does that feel like?
Basically, to me, it's just I'm behind bars. You're in yourself 17 hours a day because we have to work here, and we're banged up over lunch. We eat shit, piss in our room. Like, that's not nice. Only thing is, sad for me, I'm counting down my days now. That's the only thing I'm waking up like, yeah, another day gone.
For many young offenders who can't read, this is the beginning of a lifetime spent in and out of jail.
You're constantly in the same cycle. As you get out, you haven't got a job, you're going to commit crime to get money, and then you're back inside.
100%. Because I'll get out, think, yeah, I'll do great, I'm not coming back this time. But nah, think, yeah, a couple months later, no money, let's go and do something. Go and get some money. Then next thing I know, I'm getting nicked. I'm thinking, why did I do that? You sit in a cell in the police station, like, why did I do that? Why? And now I'm going back to prison.
Not a place for you no more.
Nah, I'm sick of it. Sick and tired of it. Sick of waking up and looking at the same four walls and that big red door in front of me. Locked.
This is Phil's 7th time in prison, aged just 18. Like me, he couldn't bring himself to put his hand up and admit he was struggling at school.
I didn't like school at all, so...
Is that simply because you couldn't understand it?
Yeah, I couldn't understand it. I got it put in front of me. Yeah. I'm like that, making out reading it, and then I realised I can't do it, so I put it down and then I'm off. Start mucking about in the classroom and that, and they're thinking, why am I doing that? And they didn't pick up on my dyslexia until I went to prison the first time.
You think that's because, well, I suppose you never raised your hand and said, look, I don't know what this is.
Yeah, I was too embarrassed. Yeah, I was embarrassed, yeah. But when I'm writing something down, some people laughing, I'll get upset. And I used to screw it up, throw it away something, and then start fighting people. And then with the reading,
Because they were taking the piss.
Yeah, because I don't like that. Someone taking a piss.
And that's what got you in trouble.
Yeah, definitely put in a quiet room. And why am I supposed to learn from that? Yeah. You're not. I wish that I could think, yeah, why not? I can say something, and then I would be able to read and write. No. But you know what? You choose your life, and I choose that life, and now I want to choose another life.
Now that you have that knowledge that you are dyslexic, and you weren't just lazy and messing about in school, do you think that benefit?
Yeah, I think it's a lot better now. I am dyslexic instead of me just being a little shit. So.
96% of jobs require literacy skills. So although Phil's aiming for a manual labour job, he needs this help to stand a chance when he gets out.
So you think you've come on to a certain point where you could go and approach and get a job?
When I leave here, I want to do part-time work and part-time college to carry on with my reading and writing. And hopefully by the end of this year, my reading will be up high, and I can go on my bricklayer course next year. I want to change. I don't want to be the same person as I was before I come in here. Because before I come in, I was like, yeah, whatever, mate. Yeah, whatever, fuck off that. Yeah. But now I'm like, yeah, I can listen to people, and people can listen to me. So I think, yeah, why not?
I know what it feels like to be made fun of because of a spelling mistake, and then get into trouble, and then, well, what's the point in getting made fun of? Let me just not do it at all. So you are that person who just is trouble in the eyes of authorities, from teachers to police. And it is unfair. It's definitely unfair that it happens. To the point of where the youngsters are getting in so much trouble that are actually in jail. What seems to be the pattern of dyslexics is the door gets shut. They know they can't fill out a form. They know they can't go through the normal system that people go through to get a job. So bottom line is, rather than being rejected all the time, then crime just seems to be more rewarding. So it's a clear link to dyslexia and prison.
My trousers are a bit noisy.
Oh, that's okay.
When I'm not working, I like to get as far away from the crowds as I can.
I don't know, I like the peace, I like freedom. I guess because I was always that private, quiet kid, and all of a sudden I'm catapulted into a world of celebrity. To kind of regenerate myself and my mind is important to me. I think for me, funny enough, I don't particularly like people.
I think concealing my secrets for all these years has led me to almost fear them. And now I can see that raising your hand and admitting that you're struggling is much easier than having to live a life of deceit.
Are we getting chased?
In a couple of days, I have an assessment to find out if I'm actually dyslexic, and it's filling me with dread.
Sure. Was I just lazy? Was I a lazy kid? Did I not just do enough hard work in school? And is it my fault I can't read and write? It's the way of life, isn't it? It's a bit of a tricky road. But however, I think we all have to face our demons in life. And now is my time. It's time to face that demon.
Today I'm facing up to something that I've struggled with from the start of this journey. I have an appointment with an assessor to find out whether or not I'm actually dyslexic. but it's brought up emotions I'd buried deep.
Today, I feel destructive, I feel evil, I hate anger and I hate aggression and I hate that violent person I remember. And today, I'm violent. Why the fuck am I coming here if this is what it's doing to me?
I haven't done any kind of test since I was at school, and the thought of taking an assessment is bringing back feelings of anger.
To stand out on a stage in front of 20,000 people, it's easy. We're going into this assessment. It's a test, and I fucking hate tests.
What do you want from today? What would be your...
I don't want that. Right now I don't want anything from today. Don't want nothing. Not interested in today. Hate today. Fuck today. I just want to get and do it. Otherwise I'll fuck off and not be interested. I'll get so angry and so mad before I fucking destroy something with rage.
Why are you here?
To be honest, don't ask me more questions. Just let me go in there.
Hi Shane. I don't know if you know what a dyslexia assessment involves.
No, and I think that's mostly why I'm I guess a little bit freaked out.
Yeah. A lot of people like you have got a negative connotation. It's like being examined. But the thing with a dyslexia assessment, it's not something you can pass or fail.
Right.
It's almost like a overview of someone's literacy skills.
That's kind of even almost worse for me to hear that. Is your literacy skills intelligent, reading and writing, or not? You know what I mean? So that's thrown me a bit again.
It's got nothing to do with your intelligence. It's to do with